Good morning, guys. Good morning. First in, Shelby. You're on it. Good morning, guys. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're sitting. What's up, Morgan? Everything's long, Owen, other than gold. Apparently, we just head to the moon. Now we might lift up a little bit from that drop. We'll see. I was up late last night. I'm watching that Mansfield PD use of force. I'm watching that video till almost 1 a.m. studying all that. The one that's all over the news. I might need another cup of coffee. What's up, guys? We'll start here in about 30 seconds. Good morning, everybody. All right, guys. Good morning. Happy Monday, June 29th. Let's get into it. If you have questions or tickers, throw them down in the comment box. My VIP, sorry, I was out of pocket all weekend pretty much. Trying to get one of my commercial facilities up and running. But we did it. All right, so let's get into this week's data. Move this over. None scheduled today. Tomorrow we have PMI and job openings. Then we have final PMI and ISM manufacturing on Wednesday. And then Thursday, the employment report and initial jobless claims. And then Friday, guys, the market's closed. So no pre-market report Friday. And it's a holiday weekend. Might not be on an Alpha Beta report with Crypto John, which is just going awesome. Let me know in the chat. Have you made it to those? Those were awesome sessions when you have two research analysts for 30 minutes. I got to check with him on his holiday schedule, so we might not do this, but we'll see. Let me bring, and then, so again, shortened trading week. Let's look at the oscillators, folks. The NIMO is positive 16. The NAMO is 3. They've just been not doing much for a little over a month, which is fine. You still got to monitor them, right? And VIX, 18, nobody's buying protection. Gosh, crazy. When this house of cards falls, it's going to be explosive, especially if VIX gets down here and we get caught offside. So, all right, that's the oscillators and a look at the 30-day synthetic options chain of the S&P 500. So, again, if you have questions or tickers, throw them in the comment box. I will get to them after I get to my report. Everything is long on the indices, guys. We're rebounding here. So our next primary read is actually coming in probably on this candle. It may happen during our live here, but it will not signal with that, right? That is aggressively bearish on the 5 minutes. So that's going to have to turn. So even though we get a 5 minute cross, you don't take with momentum. Other people may try to trade crosses. You're not going to beat the momentum signals and the math behind what I've created with this system. So we'll keep an eye on that. What might happen against that momentum might get a cross, recross, and cross where momentum shifts. We'll keep an eye on that. The Russell 2000 is, man, this is crazy. Just keeps setting all-time highs. So up here was the all-time high at, oops, sorry, let me move you guys Instagram. I keep forgetting that. So the all-time high was 2 trading days ago over there. And it's actually in a pretty wide range. I don't know if you guys can, it's pretty range bound. It's a 40, for 2 trading days, it's been in a 40-point trading range, which is tough, guys. One of the things you got to do when you start, look at these signals. This regime is actually pretty flat. When you've got only 40 points of movement, you got to ask yourself, can I get 10 out of it? I mean, that's about as tight as you want it for a 10-point hunt. I'd like it to be wider, right? So you guys that use the matrix, or if you purchase the matrix, I'm gonna be doing 2 trading sessions a week specifically with matrix traders, and I'll help you with all this stuff, guys. Anyway, so we're looking for our next long read. Right here where that green line is. It's actually going to be about there. Momentum is shifting. We're going to have to get on the positive side with this cross in order to give this signal. That is a ricochet, so we got to check the 1 minute. It's already called the second read once with momentum, so it's very flat right here. An entry heading for 5 points. I would get inverse below that VWAP, but keep an eye on that. Let me shift back out to the 5 minute. NQ has been uptrending since its drop on Friday mildly. The next long is going to be about 705, 710, and we do have shifting momentum. So if we get the cross, it will signal, right? So we'll keep an eye on that, and then we'll sell at 30,000. Selling it at 30,000. All right. You know, I get a lot of people like, how do you make the money, man? I'm showing you exactly how I do it right here, right? Again, look at YM. It isn't an uptrend, but look how tight this is. You got to recognize, you got to recognize tight channels, guys, because look, I'll draw it for you. Look how tight that is. The width of this channel is not even 130 points. When you're hunting 100 on a normal read, like a primary read, it's going to be tough to get it. Do you guys understand that? If your channel does not provide the points that you hunt on the reads, you can't take it. Or you can reduce points or get out quick, or, you know, it's just you have to discern, right? A 130 point channel rarely will provide the 100 points you're looking for, especially when it's signaled in the middle. Matrix users, we'll do a deep dive next week or tomorrow. Sorry guys, I'm tired. I have put in 16 to 18 hour days for 3 straight weeks, like 7 days a week. All right, let's look at gold. Gold's the only thing that's bearish, even oils. So this short here coming in off this VWAP. If we get rejection here, momentum's a little strong coming into the VWAP, so we need to see if there's more sellers where volume increases, and then about the 6 metrics that push this motor down. But the next short primary read will actually be through the data decision VWAP and the 5 minute cross right here. So like probably around 56. Keep an eye on that. It flirted with it earlier, but I want you to notice, like when price dropped here, we didn't get a primary read. Why is that? Guys, those damn dots are everything. Trust the dots, right? All right. And then oil, so I can get to your questions, because that's actually why I'm here. Oil, what I've highlighted, see that gray box? That's the channel oil's running in. There has to be a channel break in order for there to be any significant trading in oil. So it's price trapped. And if you watch my weekend update, this is the price that I predicted that it's going to sit in for a long time. Go watch my weekend update. It's on my YouTube at Student Alpha. All right. Guys, offer a free Discord. You can click the link in my bio and join there if I don't get to your questions here. To be part of my free community, I answer all the questions. I did a terrible job this weekend answering questions because I was extremely busy, but time's getting a little better right now. I put up my weekend update. I do these free lives, and then on Fridays that aren't holidays, Crypto John and I are together at 11. So those are awesome. Also, guys, I want you to look at the Instagram chat. You'll see that the Student Alpha just posted follow here. That is our backup account to this account. So that is me, right? It's not verified because I'm not going to pay for two verification because Meta itself sucks. We're trying to gain traction on a new Instagram because eventually I'm going to leave this one. But make sure you follow me over there, guys. All right. So the Student Alpha. Like, subscribe, and follow over there. I just posted an Instagram. All right, YouTube, what you guys got? Let's see how I can help you guys out today. Morning, everybody. Yeah, Mr. MCH, because you're struggling, listen. It's not you're struggling. It's not the Matrix is struggling. This market, listen, I don't know how long you've been doing it, my friend. I've done this for 8 years. And I've been on record saying that Donald Trump's administration is the worst fucking president to trade under. So I just want you to understand that I'm in that boat with you. All right. I'm trying to paddle also. All right. So you may not be doing anything wrong. It's just, these are tough markets. All right. So hang in there. And we'll navigate it. So, and I'll talk about that, guys. Morgan, I'm going to choke you. You too, Nino. YM primary read has been in play for hours. Yeah, Doreen. Apologize if I mispronounce your name, Doreen. But yeah, what you need to recognize in that is what I talked about. This. Look how tight that channel is. Right? I don't know if you took the last primary read, which would be close of this candle. It's about 60 points in the money if you want to close the candle. You can consider exiting or trying to hold it, but going into opening bell, Doreen, I'd definitely be break even right now. It does. This is an upward trend though, so that is on your favor. But go break even against bell. Let's see what else you guys have here. What's up, Jesse? Yeah, it's humid as hell here. This week, the heat index is supposed to be 105 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's hot as hell. Yep, Morgan, just like the Ohio State. Yeah, Jesse, this market does suck. Yeah, we're getting a read on NQ for sure. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, you bet, Doreen. Did you exit at break even or did you take any points? All right, let me check you guys out and then I'll come back to YouTube, guys. Let me check out Instagram. How you guys doing, guys? Again, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow the Student Alpha because eventually I will leave the Instagram I'm on right now. Long story short, guys, they banned me a long time ago, about a year ago. Said I was a fraud and a scam. And I can't do so many things with Instagram I can't do because clearly I'm a fraud. You know, you got all these snot-nosed brats that rent Airbnb and Lambos that are 21 years old to tell you they're a trading expert, and I actually got the formal education and the experience and the proof that I can do what I can do, and yet they ban me. Microsoft from my buddy John Fain. I told your joke at least 100 times this weekend about the Freudian slip. All right, let's see here. I would tell it here on Instagram, but I probably shouldn't. All right. MS Microsoft. So if you haven't, Doc, go watch my weekend update on this. But I told everybody that over the last couple weeks to stay out of Microsoft on this downtrend. And we identified this support zone. You see, I tried to scroll back. There's a lot of buyers in this support zone price. You can see it. And of course, they showed up and they showed up big right here. So you've got support between 345 and 360. But if the belief is the markets are going to downturn a little bit more, I think a deeper discount exists just above 300. But this is a nice explosive candle. Let's see how, and you can see we're up pre-market. We'll see how that develops out. This may be just a profit take on that drop, right? So, but if you want any more detailed information, you know how to get a hold of me. Let's see here. Scrolling through. Checking it out. Oh, you got out break even, Darian? Good. I mean, that's great discipline, especially in that channel. Guys, break even exits are wins, because what people don't understand is trading is more about defending your portfolio than making profit. You got to have that mental shift. All right, let's see what else we got here. Supa 2. Sir, can you guess something for gold? Well, I assume you might be asking about XAU. Let's look at XAU. So I called this buy off of 4,000 in XAU, right? With a TP at 4,200, and I told everybody to go break even at as we approached 40.85, which it did. So if you watch my weekend update, we pushed that to break even. So we're break even. I think entry was like 416, top of the diamond there. We may get a retest, but we'll take a break even exit, because the problem is, and you got to be very protective here. Watch my weekend update. If this level breaks, we're teleporting down here. There'll be a short stop at 37.50, but we're going to head down there. So, but as of right now, to answer your question, gold itself, and I'm going to look at futures, is bearish, right? Probably won't, it'll probably reject either the VWAP or 4,100 is going to be the rejection point. So keep an eye on it. All right, a couple more questions. Mr. Lodger, we just went over gold. Again, guys, if you're just jumping on Instagram, look at The Student Alpha saying follow here. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and follow my backup Instagram, because I'm going to eventually leave this one and I'll start doing my lives over there. Well, there'll be plenty of notice, but start following now. Darian, I got 4 for 4 wins thanks to the Matrix today, and 1 break even. So there's Darian's using the Matrix that you guys see on my chart, and the 4 for 4 on wins with 1 break even. It's awesome, guys. The Matrix is like having me trade right beside you at your trade desk. All right, so be able to get to another question or two here if you guys have it. Listen, I'm not sure about this Friday, but also go like, subscribe, and follow the Alpha Beta Report, because I team up with those guys and Crypto John every Friday to do a 30-minute Q&A with the trading community, and they've been awesome, guys. Evie, what do you got going on with the NAS? Yeah, so you're trying to trade this primary read? You can go half, or probably around, you can either go retest level, bottom of the candle at 12 or 15, like 15, 715 maybe. I would demand that discount anyway. Eve, remember the Jeff Hire trade is 710 or 710. Excuse me. Guys, and over at our war room, we're opening up Asian sessions. You got Alpha Proto running them. That's my brother Craig. He's going to be running some Asian sessions. And Jeff, senior trader Jeff, will be running some trading sessions also, guys. Love both those guys. They're very good traders. They've been with me for years, and I've learned a lot. So, and then we've opened up 2 matrix trading opportunities throughout the week. So a lot of big news over at Student Alpha VIP. So click the link and do the 7-day free trial and come in and join us. There you go, Mr. MCH. You can talk to Darian and maybe you guys can compare notes. Of course, I'll be there to help too. That's right. All right, guys, I got to go. I'm going to head over to my VIP and trade with my killers. See if we can have start out the week positive. And guys, when it's slow, I teach, I answer questions. So it's more than just trading. It's trading education. So like, subscribe, and follow The Student Alpha Instagram if you would. And we'll be back on tomorrow at 9 a.m. Hit my links in my bio, and I'll always answer your questions in the free Discord. Have a good one, guys.